Thank you, Madam President. As we come back into session this evening and on through September, as Chair of the Agriculture Committee, I have one message for colleagues in the House of Representatives, for the Speaker, for the Republican leadership, and that is we need a farm bill now. We have 20 days until the farm bill expires. Only 20 days. And if that happens, if the Republican leadership doesn't work with us to pass a 5-year farm bill, they're going to reset the clock for rural America all the way back to 1949. Because if the farm bill expires, we go back to Depression-era policies that include government planning restrictions and expensive price supports. Absolutely unacceptable. Some of these policies even reference prices from before World War I. This would be terrible for our family farmers and ranchers. It would throw the markets into complete disarray. There's no reason that this should be allowed to happen. The full Senate has worked together and passed a bipartisan farm bill. The House Agriculture Committee worked together and passed a bipartisan farm bill. It's time for the House to complete its work. The House Republican leadership has refused to let the bipartisan bill come up for a vote. Despite our best efforts and speaking with colleagues and working together over the August break to try to come up with a way to get this done, we find ourselves in a position now where our only opportunity is for the House to take up the bill that was passed by their committee and get this done. I have never seen a situation where a farm bill, and this is my 4th one that I've been involved with, comes out of committee on a bipartisan basis, and then the House won't take it up, which is exactly where we are. Instead, they sent us a so-called disaster relief bill that unfortunately only helps some livestock producers with the drought this year. It does nothing for the rest of the nation's farmers who've been hurt so badly this year by frosts and freezes. And our farm bill does that. In fact, our farm bill is better for livestock. It's a permanent livestock disaster assistance program with a better structure and support that was sent by the House of Representatives. A full 5-year farm bill gives much more comprehensive disaster assistance to livestock producers and to other farmers who have been hit. Other farmers who've watched their crops wither under the forgiving sun want to know that not only will we have a 5-year policy in place, but that we're going to strengthen crop insurance, which really is the backbone of supporting farmers in these kinds of situations. We strengthen crop insurance and expand it so more farmers can have access to risk management tools on their farms. Madam President, that was the #1 issue that we heard in all of our hearings, was to strengthen crop insurance. And that's what we did. And that's one of the reasons we need to get a 5-year farm bill done. And I'm looking at my colleague from Iowa, the distinguished senator who chaired the committee before me, and I know that he shares the same feeling that I do, that we need to get this bill done in the House of Representatives. We know that our farm bill also fixes dairy support so dairies don't go through what they went through in 2009. When thousands of farms went bankrupt. Frankly, not changing the policy for dairy is a disaster waiting to happen. And so we need to get the farm bill done. We also reform programs. We know that we have ended direct payments and altogether 4 different subsidies, saving $15 billion while strengthening crop insurance. We streamline and address duplication, crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, and in the end, our bill saves $23 billion for taxpayers, $23 billion to pay down the debt. It's the only real deficit reform we've passed in the United States Senate. It was our farm bill that we worked on together. Unbelievably, the House Republican leadership still stands in the way of passing our bipartisan bill or their own committee bipartisan bill. Now, on Wednesday, we're going to see thousands of farmers around the country coming to Washington with a simple message. We need a farm bill now. Members are going to have visits from farmers and ranchers from their state. House members will be hearing from members in their districts, and they have one simple message. Those farmers know that when there's work to be done, you don't put it off till another day, not if you're going to be successful as a farmer. And we shouldn't be kicking the can down the road either. They can't say, I don't want to harvest my crops right now. I think I'll do it in a few months or next year. Or tell the banker, wait till later so I can figure out what I have to make decisions for next year. They know that when the crops need to be harvested, the work needs to get done now. Well, we have 19 days left. This is day 20. We're going to count it down every day because we have got to get this done in the House of Representatives. We did our job in the Senate. We did it on a bipartisan basis. I was very proud to join with my colleague, Senator Roberts, and all of our committee that worked so well together, worked so hard on this. And I thank again the leadership on both sides of the aisle for giving us the time to get it done. We got it done. We did it in enough time to give the House to do it in July before the August break. That didn't happen. Now it's time to get it done. The House Agriculture Committee did their job. It's time for the House Republican leadership to schedule a vote to get this done, to support rural America, our farmers, our ranchers, our families who are counting on the safest, most affordable food system in the world to be able to continue. We don't need to kick this can down the road and create another crisis for farm country.